Hi, it's Clark Reid back with you with some more tech headlines for today. If you like the reports, help us out by giving a little love pat to that like button. And you can also subscribe by tickling the little bell icon. You'll know when each new report is up and ready for you. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled that Geofence warrants are unconstitutional. TechCrunch.com reports the decision will limit the use of these controversial search warrants in states that fall under the conservative court's jurisdiction, which include Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. The judges found that geofence warrants are categorically prohibited by the Fourth Amendment, which protects against unwarranted searches and seizures. Geofence warrants, also known as reverse search warrants, allow police to draw a shape on a map, like over a crime scene, and demand that Google or any other company that collects user data location information search entire banks of the location data for any phone or device that was in that area at a specific point in time. Critics have complained that such warrants are unconstitutional because they're overbroad, and they include information on entirely innocent people. Note that the Fourth Circuit, which includes Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina, has held the opposite. This almost certainly means the issue will find its way to the Supreme Court. And putting on my legal hat for a moment, considering the conservative bent of the Fifth Circuit, I would predict that the Supremes will also find geofence warrants unconstitutional when this case finally gets there, or the cases. We've been hearing for almost a year about the new button the iPhone 16 models are getting. Now it looks like we know a good deal more about it. Of course, a month from now, we'll know all about it, along with the requisite hype, or as it was dubbed in the Jobs era, Apple's reality distortion field. According to MacRumors.com, Apple's been calling the button the capture button internally, and it looks like it will primarily be related to cameras. Here are the functions if the rumors are accurate. First of all, a light press on it will autofocus while shooting an image or a video. Secondly, you can press harder to take the photo or the video, much like on a DSLR or SLR camera. They've had that kind of a button for years, actually. And in addition, there may be a gesture to allow switching from photo to video mode, and the additional function will be that you can swipe left or right to zoom in or out. The button's going to live on the right side of the iPhone, and note that it would be, in fact, I'm going to make a prediction, say it's likely the feature will only be on the iPhone Pro models, although it seems a bit much with the functions already living on the screen. When you're shooting pictures and video using landscape orientation, it's going to be easier and better to use this button. And, of course, that's how it's going to be used by a lot of serious video shooters. And it's a must if you're going to be viewing the video on Apple's Vision Pro headset, which is probably a reason for the button in the first place. Since Google has been found to have a monopoly on online search, the next step for the Department of Justice is to offer proposals to the court on how to remedy the situation. 95Google.com says new reports indicate the remedies may include a breakup of Google, specifically a spin-off of Android and or Chrome. Another spin-off possibility being considered is Google Ads, especially AdWords text advertising. Alternatively, the government might ask for what's called, quote, an interoperability requirements that would make it work seamlessly on other search engines, unquote. As Google paid Apple a little over a $20 billion fee to be the default search on Apple's iOS for iPhones just a couple of years ago. It's probably a bit more than that now. It's no wonder that Apple has been working quietly on their own search engine. Count on any remedy the court decides on being appealed by Google anyway, which has billions at stake in this matter. SAG-AFTRA has cut a deal with AI voice startup Narrative that will allow union performers to give consent or not to cloning their voices to get getting paid for such. Basically, this is all members have been asking for, and it's what they got in the movie and TV deal. Variety.com reports that under this deal, members will get the opportunity to add themselves to a database that connects voice talent to advertisers. The individual members will have the ability to negotiate for a fee over the use of their voice on a project by project voice basis, that is, as long as the fee is not lower than the SAG-AFTRA minimum scale and per recent commercials contract with the advertisers. In addition to being able to get a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the ads and getting paid, union performers will also be able to get their pension and health contributions made based on the ads that they are paid for. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.